The long-awaited state visit by Donald Trump to the UK took place today at Windsor Castle, as follows.
The nervous host looked out as his overnight guest landed on his lawn. The Prince and Princess of Wales were sent to welcome President Trump and the First Lady. "So beautiful, you're so beautiful," the President said. Members of Donald Trump's cabinet looked on, Secretary of State Mark Rubio filming the moment the President was welcomed by the King. Royal carriage processions are at the heart of all state visits, a chance for the public to see the splendour, wave flags and cheer. But this one was conducted in private. Security reasons were cited, but the British state was throwing every bit of soft power it could muster to tame this most unpredictable and volatile of presidents. Hostile crowds could not be risked. Instead, a guard of honour protected him from trees. Only cattle could witness the spectacle. President Trump has an outsized appetite for pomp and military theatre. The government was determined he wouldn't go home hungry. The government said it had laid on more military personnel for this state visit than ever before. The sort of statistic, as they well know, this president savours and often then enhances. The King then led the President into Windsor Castle for lunch. One who's worked with Charles in the past said it was hard to believe he wouldn't take a moment to try to nudge the President's thinking, which on so many areas is poles apart from his own. You worked for the King before he was King. Back then, we might have expected Charles to say something to Donald Trump about drill, baby, drill and other elements of his non-green agenda.
Whether it's going to be about drilling and climate change, or whether it's going to be about, do not allow yourself to be led by the nose by President Putin over Ukraine, I don't know.
But you wouldn't be surprised.
I would not exclude the possibility that there will be some useful and frank conversations between these two great men.
After lunch, the President was shown the royal collection. The political discussions come tomorrow at Chequers, and the government's own national security advisor last weekend revealed in a rare on-camera moment one of the biggest focuses will be trying to get this president to pressurise President Putin with tough sanctions.
President Trump is coming on a state visit to the United Kingdom this week, and certainly one of the subjects that will be very much in the discussion, I think, is how to apply pressure on President Putin. I think there's every sign that President Trump is getting increasingly fed up with Putin messing him around, playing him along and not actually moving forward. And the question is, has he now reached the stage where he's prepared to put that pressure on?
The President said to a cameraman, "Make sure you make me look good." He's proudly shown off albums of his previous meetings with the Queen. Photos were forbidden when he laid a wreath at her tomb in St George's Chapel.
So we have 11 British models. It's very special for us to look after. It's a lot of history. It's a lot of history. It is.
Tomorrow, the government will be hoping it can leverage all this flattering royal access in talks, not least on trade.
The United Kingdom got a better deal than others did when Keir Starmer went to the Oval Office. But it's not yet finished business. There's still more work to be done in that area.
Nailing that down will be a big part of those
we've
talks.
done okay on aerospace, we've done okay on automotive, but there's plenty of other sectors which are affected. And let's not forget, they are all in worse shape than they were before Donald Trump started his tariff wars at the beginning of the year.
The evening will end with a state banquet. The ghost at the feast was projected onto the castle last night. Jeffrey Epstein, once a friend to Donald Trump.
Before I go, I'd like to have a quick word from our video sponsors, which are smalldebts.co.uk. They'll help you out if you've been scammed online or need somebody who knows what they're doing to get you out of a difficult situation to do with finances, on the internet, etc. Smalldebts.co.uk, the information will be in the description.
Struggling to get your security deposit back or dealing with unfair charges? At Small Debts, our tenant advocate service fights to get your money back. No stress, no hassle. Take control today. Visit smalldebts.co.uk and start your case now.
Back to Donald Trump's long-planned controversial visit to Prince Charles. state visit, the second one, to the UK, and to spend some time with our monarchy, with all the pomp and ceremony that took place. This wasn't as public as his first visit due to safety concerns, but seemed to go off without a hitch, if not slightly closeted. Let me know what you think in the comments, and like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so. You've been here with myself, Owen. You ready? At CornerSpeak. Be good, be safe, be creative. Catch you on the next one.